See, I opened Mobile C software, and here I already created a program number 3, right? I will just open that and I will show you. Whatever lines are coming in a red, no, means it will be showing what? It is having a error. Now you can see on line 4th it is coming in red wide, so it is having error. You can run and check what error it is actually. Run and check. See, you can see the error. Main must return int. It is asking you to type there what? Int. So here I am going to type what? Int data type. Okay. Now in the computer but you have to type wide data type only, but here in the mobile you have to type what? Int data type. Now your third program is about what? Program to find the sum of even and odd numbers from 1 to n. Okay, 1 to n means if you are given a n value as a 5, see here you have taken a variables n, I, e sum, o sum. Okay, if you are given a value n value as a 5 means 1 to 5 how many number comes, those all numbers you have to add. Means 1 plus 2 will be 3, 3 plus 3 will be 6, 6 plus 4 will be how much? 10. Huh? Then after that 10 plus 5 will be how much? 15. So what will be your answer? Sum of even and odd numbers from 1 to n it is asking. So here like that you are going to find the sum of even and odd numbers. So this program I will going to explain you how it is actually going to work. Now here you can see, first please mute your microphone all of you and listen carefully. Whenever I will ask no, that time only answer me. Okay. Now see, first as usual you are going to include your header files. Those are what? Standard input output header file, console input output header file. And after that you took your main function. And here you are starting your C program by opening your flower bracket. And this is called your declaration section. You are declaring your variables. Variable is what? It is a name given to the memory location where you can store your values, right? So using int data type, you initialized or you declared these many variables. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. For first, third and fourth variable, you assigned a value as what here? 0. You can see here. You assigned a value as 0. Why? I will tell you down here. This is called initialization section. These variables here you initialized. After that you took here what here? CLR SCR function. You can see here CLR SCR function. This is which type of function? Clear screen function. You are going to clear your previous output screen. For that purpose you are going to take what? CLR SCR function. And after that printf function. This is what function? Output function. Whatever you are going to type in the output function, no, that will be going to display on your output screen. So it is called output function. And what you are typing here? Enter the value of even and odd numbers. You are telling what? Enter the value of even and odd numbers. So here I told, just before I told what? 1 to 5 even odd both I calculated and I told, right? But here they told only even numbers separate and odd numbers separate. Okay, so 1 to 5 how many even numbers comes? Those addition. And how many odd numbers comes? Those addition we have to do here in the program, right? So here enter the value of even and odd numbers it is asking. So in the scanf whatever value, if you enter, just now I told as 5, if you enter a n value as a 5, then that 5 is going to convert to your machine level language using this character conversion in the scanf function. Scanf is input function. Whatever value you are going to enter, no, those are converted using scanf function. Those are converted to your machine level language. Those are stored in your computer memory using this ampersand operator, and operator. So you are giving what here? And n. You can see in the scanf function. After storing, you took here for loop. In the theory class, I explained about loops, right? Looping means what? Repeating a task or things again and again until condition becomes true or false, right? And how many loopings are there? I told for loop, while loop, and do while, 3. Okay, so we here we are taken what? For loop here, right? So 3 expressions are there in the theory class. Before only I told here for loop how syntax will be. 3 expressions will be there, 1, 2 and 3. You can see here expressions are there here, 3. So in the first expression, I value initially you had given what? 1. I is equal to 1 you had given. In the second expression, you are taken one condition, that is what? I is less than n you took. Means I value is 1. If you enter a 5 value as a n value as a 5, you know, then 1 will be compared with 5. That is what? Less than or equal to n. Okay, then I incrementation you are given here. Why? Until this condition becomes what here? Until this condition becomes true, the I will get increment. Already the condition is true only, right? I is less than n it is, right? Until the condition becomes false, I will get increment. Like that it is actually statement is. Okay, so in the for loop, what process, what operation you are going to do here? Doing here, you are taking one more condition, if condition you are taking. And in the condition what you are given here, I mod 2 is equal to 0. Mod means what here? I divided by 2. I is how much? 1 divided by 2 you are taking. Okay, 1 divided by 2 means equal to 0 will come, or what? Means remainder will become a 0, or what? If you have taken a division sign, you are going to take here what value you are going to take here? If you have taken a division sign, you are going to check what here? If you are taking a mod value, means percentage you are taking, that is called what? Mod here. If you took that mod symbol, then you are going to check the remainder. You are going to see the remainder here. Okay, if you are going to take a division value, then what you are going to check? Quotient you will check, right? So here you are not checking quotient, here you are checking remainder. Means if you took a mod percentage, then you have to see the remainder. Okay. Kulkarni, what is the time to join the class, Ray? Okay, let it be. We'll start here with the program. So here I mod 2, that is what? 1 divided by 2. Whether the remainder will be 0, 1 divided by 2 if you do? Tell me. Huh? Anyone? 1 is odd number, right? 1 divided by 2 you cannot do. So it is a odd number. It will be remainder is not going to become a 0, right? So it is not going to store in this. The condition is false. If the condition is false, then else part will be calculated. That is what here else part. First condition is true, this will be calculated. If the condition is false, this will be calculated. So odd number, 1 is odd number, right? So else part will be calculated. That is what? OSUM. OSUM, here I told initially we had given OSUM value as a 0. So 0 plus 1 it become, right? So 0 plus 1, OSUM will become how much? 1. Okay, now 1 is stored in OSUM. And again it is going to come here. I will get incremented to 2. Right, next time I will going to be 2. 2 is less than 5. Yes, the condition is true again. I will again get increment and condition will be checked again here. 2 divided by 2. Now remainder becomes 0, right? This condition is true. So this one will be calculated. That is what? ESUM equal to ESUM also you had given initially 0. 0 plus 2 becomes how much? 2. So ESUM first term it will become 2. Okay, next time again it is going to go to the loop here and I becomes 3 here. Okay, I becomes 3. 3 is again less than 5. n value you had given before only I told 5. So 3 is less than 5, I will get increment and it is going to come to check a condition. 3 divided by 2 it is going to check, and if you divide 3 by 2 then remainder is not equal to 0 of course. So else part will be process, that is this one. Osum before first term you run, no, that time osum become 1, right? 1 plus I become how much now? 3. 1 plus 3 4. So osum become how much here? 4. Okay, and I will get incremented here, that is what? 4. 4 again less than 5, so I will get incremented to 5 and condition will be checked here. 4 divided by 2, remainder is of course 0, so this one will be calculated, first one. So sum how much it became? In the first term I told 2 plus 1 2 plus 2 I told ना before. What I told, sum का वैल्यू कितना स्टोर हुआ बोली थी मैंने फर्स्ट टर्म रन एग्जीक्यूट होने के बाद? 2 था, सम का वैल्यू 2 था। तो अभी क्या है, सम का वैल्यू क्या होगा? 0 कैसे होगा रे? फर्स्ट राउंड 2 हुआ सम का वैल्यू। ओके, अभी सेकेंड राउंड कैलकुलेट कर रहे। 4 डिवाइडेड बाई 2 मतलब रिमाइंडर 0 होता है, तो ये वाला प्रोसेस होता है। ओके, आई का वैल्यू 4 हुआ है। म्यूट योर माइक्रोफोन। आई का वैल्यू 4 हुआ है, सम का वैल्यू फर्स्ट राउंड में 2 हुआ है। सो 2 प्लस 4 बिकम हाउ मच? 6। सम का वैल्यू कितना स्टोर होता है? 6 स्टोर होता है। ओके, फिर से फॉर लूप को आता है, कंट्रोलर फॉर लूप को आता है, फिर से प्रोसेस होता है। आई अभी कितना हुआ है? 5 हुआ है, तो कंडीशन चेक करता है। आई इज 5 इज लेस देन 5, नो इट इज इक्वल टू 5। सो कंडीशन एक बार फिर से ट्रू है, तो एक बार फिर से यहाँ पे आता है कंट्रोलर, बाद में चेक करता है। आई इंक्रीमेंट होता है 6 के लिए और कंडीशन चेक करने आता है। दैट इज व्हाट 5 डिवाइडेड बाई 2 होता है, तो रिमाइंडर यहाँ पे 0 नहीं आता, तो एल्स वाला पार्ट एग्जीक्यूट होता है। दैट इज व्हाट हियर ओसम प्लस आई। ओसम कितना हुआ था पहले? ओसम कितना हुआ था? फर्स्ट राउंड में 1 हुआ था, सेकेंड राउंड में 1 प्लस कितना हुआ था? सेकेंड राउंड में 1 प्लस 3 हुआ था ना, तो 4 हुआ था ना। अभी 4 प्लस 5 हाउ मच? 9। 9 होता है कि कितना होता है? 9 होता है ना। तो 1 प्लस 4 प्लस 5, तो यहाँ पे कैलकुलेट होके 9 स्टोर होता है वो सब में। ओके, तो वो सभी कैलकुलेट होने के बाद ओ सब में जो स्टोर है, ये सब में जो स्टोर है ना, वो यहाँ पे प्रिंटफ फंक्शन में प्रिंट होता है यूजिंग प्रिंटफ फंक्शन। यहाँ पे आप लूप क्लोज करते हो। बिफोर दैट वंस अगेन लूप विल बी चेक्ड। आई इंक्रीमेंट होके 6 हुआ है, तो 6 इज लेस देन और इक्वल टू n, इट इज गोइंग टू चेक। n वैल्यू 5 रखा था। ओके, तो कंडीशन फॉल्स है, तो ये लूप के बाहर आता है, यहाँ पे प्रिंटफ में आता है। फिर यहाँ पे प्रिंटफ में ये सब में क्या स्टोर है, वो सब में क्या स्टोर है ना, वो वाला आंसर प्रिंट होता है। जैसे कि द एडिशन ऑफ इवन नंबर फ्रॉम 1 to n, percentage d means what? n here means whatever n value you are going to give, 1 to 5, and the addition of odd number from 1 to 5, वो सम ई सम ऐसे प्रिंट होता है। अभी ये प्रोग्राम सेव करो, देन रन द प्रोग्राम एंड चेक द आंसर। रन दिस, enter the value of even and odd numbers. So here what value you are going to enter? I will enter 5. Check, see, I told how it is going to work. The addition of odd number 9 आया, right? The addition of even number 6 आया, correct? कैसे आया, मैं प्रोसेस वो कैसे कंट्रोल फ्लो होता है, just now I explained in your program, right? If you are getting confusion, ask me. Okay, hope you all